Good afternoon to one and all once again. So most welcome to 9th class children. So this is our institute name, CSRGS Junior College Ahmedabad. Subject is Information Technology 402 code. Chapter number is 1. Chapter name of the title is Fundamentals of Computers. I am telling fundamentals, almost all pillars in detail. So here this is session 9. Session 10th, continuation of the session 9 is session 10th or lecture 10th. So session 10th, we can deal with I/O devices. In session 9, output device. Session 8, input devices. So on, continuation will be there. Now today we can deal with session 10, that is called as I/O device. First starting with the definition of I/O device, then examples of I/O device and functions. That later on we can see one by one. Okay, coming to the first one, I/O device. I/O device I can define like this. Meaning is there only I/O. I/O device stands for input as well as output device. I am telling once again. So input device only used to assign the input devices. Output devices only used to display or print or plot the outputs. I/O devices, those devices which will behave like both input as well as output. Hence I/O devices are defined as electronic devices which will behave like input devices as well as output devices. Some of the devices which we come across the computer technology or computer applications or computer subject or computer literature, so those are common. So that means which will behave like input as well as output. That is called as I/O devices. Some devices are only input, some are only output, some are both. So both are nothing but, so which are common, those are called as I/O device. Hence the definition is clear, I think. So once again I am telling I/O device stands for input as well as output. So I/O device is an electronic device which is used to assign the input also and used to, so it is used to display or print, plot like that also. Both work will be carried out, reading also, writing also, input also, output also. That is called as I/O device. Okay, coming to the next one. So in this one we can see I/O device examples. So mainly three types are there. One is called as speaker. Next one is sound card. Next one you can see modems. These are the main special types. So again along this we can see these also one by one. Okay. So as I am telling I/O device examples, first one is called speaker, second one sound card, third one is called as modem, fourth one is projector. So fifth one is FD, floppy disk, sixth one is hard disk or HD, seventh one is CD or compact disk, eighth one is DVD or digital versatile disk. So ninth one is called as Blu-ray disk or BRD, 10th one is called as USB. It may be called as even pen drives also. These are the examples. Many examples are there. Among those few examples I have given here, these are the examples of I/O devices. So coming to the first one, speaker. Speaker is an I/O device. Speaker is an I/O device. So speaker, it is called as I/O device because speaker we can listen the sound. Main use of the speaker is we can listen the sound, that we can see the output. But before output it will take the input from the CPU or from the sound card. So it will take the input from the CPU, so with the help of sound card. So taking is input and again amplifying giving is, it is called as output. Whatever we listen the sound, that is amplified sound, that is called as output. But before output it will take from CPU. So without taking it cannot do the output. That's why taking also and giving also, reading also, writing also, like that. So speaker is an I/O device. Speaker is an I/O device which will take the input, that means digital sound from the sound card, then amplifies using the amplifiers inside it, then it will give the noise. That noise we can listen. That's why speaker is called as I/O device. Repeatedly I am telling speaker is I/O device. In some of the books they will give as only output device or only input device, but it is not only input device, not only output device. It is called as I/O device which will function like both. Hence you consider this speaker as I/O device. You should not tell as only input device or only output device. You consider this one as I/O device. Why also I have given the reason. Then sound card, similar to speaker, only sound card. Only thing that speaker is external. We can see outside or nearby the CPU. But here sound card, so we cannot see, but it is on the motherboard. So sound card and speaker almost the same work only. But here only thing is that this is external, this is internal. Sound card, it will take the digital format of the sound. Then it will produce the analog format to the speaker. Speaker makes huge noise with the help of amplifiers. So that's why almost both function. Only thing is that this is called as I/O device, this is called as I/O device, but this is external, we can see. This is internal, we cannot see daily. That's why. Then coming to the next one, third one, modem. Modem stands for, here in this modem, mod and dem, two words are there, two terms are there. One is called as mod, one is called as dem. Mod stands for modulator, dem stands for demodulator. So modem stands for modulator and demodulator. It is called as I/O device. Modulator, it converts one work. It does one work. That means, so modulator, it takes whatever the digital format is there, it takes digital format conversion into analog, D to E. And demodulator at the other end, what it will do? So it will take analog and it will convert into back digital. That's why D to A to D. So that is combined, it is called as modem. Hence, both work is done here. So taking and giving, taking and processing to the further work. That is taking and, so reading, writing, taking, giving, taking, forwarding to next one, like that. So this is called as I/O device. Modem is called as I/O device. Modem plays an important role in networking, especially in internet. So modem stands for modulator and demodulator. So it is an example of I/O device. If anybody asks you modem, it is called as I/O device. Sound card is I/O device. Speaker is I/O device. So similarly, projector. We can see the projector in our CSRGS lab. So this projector, it is also I/O device as per me. So in some books only you can see output device. So but that is wrong. Projector is, it is called as I/O device. How projector is output device? Because it is taking the input, what are the slides we have done with the help of PPT and CPU. So that will be given with the help of that cable to that projector. Then projector, what it will do? It will plot the rays on the screen. So taking input and plotting, that is output. That's why it is called as projector is output device. So in some of the books, as they are telling only output device is wrong. Only input device also wrong. But it is called as I/O device. Projector, it is similar to speaker. Only speaker, we can listen the song. Here projector, we can see the picture or graphic on the screen. That's all. Projector, so it is taking the input from the CPU with the help of cable or cord. So then it will plot the graph or plot the picture on the screen. We can enjoy the picture or screen or the output. Hence it is called as I/O device. So taking and displaying or plotting, that is, it is called as I/O device. Hence the projector. In projector, many types are there based on companies. It may be Epson projector or based on the companies, Sony Ericsson or Sony. So based on companies, different projects will be there. But nowadays, almost Epson is famous. Next, FD. FD stands for floppy disk. So these are called as memories. Again, in next class we are going to deal with this one only. But as an I/O device example, I am considering here. That's all. So FD stands for floppy disk. Nowadays we do not use, but floppy disk. So reading and writing purpose, whatever reading and writing purpose, whatever we are going to give, so the data, it is called as writing. So writing into the memory. And tomorrow I am going to read whatever I have written today, that is called as reading. Reading and writing work, that is because of floppy disk. So same HD also. So today we can write some data, tomorrow we can read. Writing work, reading work. So that's why input, output. So hence HD, hard disk also, it is called as an I/O device. CD, so which will be round in nature. So CD also, again, though it is memory, it is called as I/O device, because today we can write something in that blank empty CD. Tomorrow we can see or we can enjoy the movie or audios. So that is CD. So DVD also, again similar structure, but here storage capacity is more compared to this one. DVD also same, again, though it is memory, or CD stands for compact disc, DVD stands for digital versatile disc. So here it is also used as an I/O device. This is used as an I/O device because reading work and writing work. On the DVDs we can write the data, we can burn the data today and tomorrow we can see. So if it is empty, tomorrow also we cannot see. On empty only we are writing. Whatever that writing, tomorrow we can read. Writing and reading work, reading and writing work. Both input and output, like that. That's why it is called as I/O device. So BRD again, external version of CD, DVD, external version of DVD is BRD. BRD stands for Blu-ray disc. Blu-ray disc, specially used for the laptops. So this is no doubt it is called as the memory. It is called as a memory that to use capacity or use memory with huge capacity. But this BRD, it is also called as an I/O device because we can see here reading work also, writing work also, to write the data or to burn the data. Then USB. So whatever USB or universal serial buses or whatever we can call flash memories or pen drives, those are also called as I/O devices because so I can use the pen drive. So from pen drive again I can store into the computer. Again whatever I have written into the computer, from the computer I can take to the pen drive. So reading work, writing work, input, output. So that's why, so FD, HD, CD, DVD, BRD, USB, though these are called as the memories, again in detail in next class we are going to study, these are called as I/O devices. Projector, it is also an I/O device. Modem, modulator and demodulator, which will convert D to A first, then A to D. First D to A, then A to D. So don't make confusion with some books. They will tell A to D, then D to A, don't. So mod, dem. Modulator, first D to A. So digital to analog. Because our computer, it can recognize only digital, not analog directly. So then at the another end, so again analog will be converted back to digital. That's why D to A to D. Modem is, it is I/O device. Sound card, it is also output, this I/O device. Speaker also I/O device. Only thing is that speaker, it is external, we can see. Sound card, we cannot see. So hence this is the definition of I/O device. These are the examples of the I/O device with their function. This completes session 10 or lecture 10 regarding I/O devices. Session 10 I/O devices. Session 9 only output devices. Session 8 only input devices. This class completes now. We can deal the next concepts in session 11. So thank you. Have a nice day. Thanks to all children. Thanks to all parents.